Hello and welcome back to Paragon. Today I've got some beautiful Steel gameplay for you taken from the time that I played him at a recent event held by Paragon. Steel, being the big blue bastard that he actually is the perfect contender for world's best basketball player. So let's showcase his sick fucking dunks. So let's hop in game. We're running through the jungle. We're going to get back to the lane in just a second, but here's a quick disclaimer. This was my first game as Steel ever, so I do make mistakes, but you know, now that I've played a lot of the online tests, I do actually know a lot more about the game and how to correctly do things, so we can talk about that as we go. So we just hit the lane, and I protect my teammate Murdoch with my shield, which is right click. They can't really shoot through it, and my teammate can, so it's good harass, good placement and stuff, good strategy. I hit him with my Q, which knocks them away and does some good damage, and I realised, actually, she's kind of low on health. This would be a perfect time to gank. Thankfully, they're new players, so they didn't even notice me go around the corner here, even though I get a little bit lost here, you know, looking at the waterfall and shit. We come around for a nice gank. I believe I use my E, which is a shield wall, which will prevent them from attacking and shooting through it, and if they walk through it as well physically, it'll slow them. The Sparrow has no idea what's going on, notices, tries to run away, gets hit by the slow. I use the shield charge, knock her towards my teammate and the tower. She's out of position and she's dead. Solid kill, despite a few mistakes there, a solid kill. We're going to be talking about the shield wall a little bit more than that, the potential of the shield charge, and this character's extreme power. But as we go into the next clip, I want to show you a little bit about mind manipulation, right? So you want to get your opponent working for you. You know, I walk over and I jump, right? And then he jumps. And now he's under my control, you know? So he's not going to fuck with me. I'm going to fuck with him. Just kidding. That's definitely not what happened there. It's nice that they'll be playing, though, with people who have got, like, a sense of humour, like that guy did. We had a little bit of a dance with each other, despite his teammate being dead, you know, despite me killing his only friend. You know, he was alright about it for some reason. Anyway, we're in the jungle now, and this is what red buff is currently. Red buff gives you, like, a 25% damage increase, so I decided to go do it with my teammate Murdoch, and we give him the buff because he's the ranged character. He does the damage, you know, he's going to do more with it. And then that's when we go for a gank. He goes in normally, pushes them up, and I'm walking up behind them. Right here, I don't think I need the shield wall. I think a shield charge would have been better, but it's alright. You know, she saw the wall, she panicked, and sort of walked towards the tower. Then I mistime a Q charge and nearly knock her to her safety. Thankfully, Murdoch was ready. He's a ranged character. He had the red buff, so he had the damage to deal with it, and we get the kill anyway. But really, you've got to be careful about where you charge. You can accidentally save people if you're not careful. Also, check out that sweet recoil animation. We actually did see it in the cinematic, as you can see here. It's pretty cool that they, you know, decided to use that as his recoil animation. Here's a little bit on the build that I go. I believe I go with a basic barrier, get some fortitude, great barriers and whatnot, and I also get the tempered plate. I probably should have finished my original item before buying a new one, but I don't really know whether it's better to gem or to buy items. As I play more online tests, I'll be able to tell you that information, but right now I don't know whether it's better statistically to finish gemming and upgrading a single item than just buying a new one that has different stats and whatnot. But again, as I play more, as I understand the game more, I'll know. Anyway, we go back round mid for a sick gank, and we're coming in for that dunk right there. That's his ultimate. Knocks them into the air. Wasted potential right there. Could have just landed a simple Q and got maybe 2 kills there. We got 1, thankfully. But if I used charge instead, look at this. I would have killed them. I would have killed that Twin Blast, knocking him right into the tower. But for some reason, I decided to put up a shield wall. Massive mistake there. As I said, new player this game, first time Steel, I'm gonna make some mistakes, and thankfully, you know, now that I played a lot more, I'm able to identify them, so it's okay. But I'll never forget that. I will never forget that mistake. I already showed it in another video as well. I just really like shaming myself. Okay, so we run into a Steel here. I knock him out of travel form, knock him towards the shield in the hopes of slowing him. It actually worked, and he got knocked into the wall and got slowed. But he is Steel, so he has fucking tons of health and just walks away from us. He actually puts some shields to stop us from doing damage. I really want to hurt him, so I keep punching, but it really doesn't do anything. I noticed my teammate just died, and there's a lot of minions here, so maybe we should back up. There's actually a fucking wall of them here, and it took us ages to kill them, so let's just go ahead and skip that. No problem. So, as we push this tower, we notice there's a Steel holding it. Steel is great at holding towers because he has a wall that will literally stop projectiles, stopping you from attacking the core of the tower. Check out that sweet, well, what is it? Fucking taunt. Dark Souls reference? Maybe, I pray. Anyway, as you can see, he puts his wall up to prevent us from actually sending projectiles through. Honestly, he put it a bit too far forward, but that's alright. He's got an ultimate. He's coming in for that slam dunk. I walk right out of it, just barely, knock him out of the way of my teammates, try and knock him, into a bad sort of spot. Howitzer ulties us and we see him behind us, and I come in for the fucking slam dunk of a lifetime. Quick reactions, quick placement, and absolutely devastating results. We get 1 kill. No, we get 2 kills. Twin Blast with a double kill there. That turned out to be 4 men ganking us when we were 3 pushing a tower. So that's right. In the situation where we're pushing a tower as 3 players, we managed to get away with no one dying and killed 4 enemy players. That is an insane result, and I've got to say, I believe Steel's ult was the key element there to stopping us from dying. I'm not going to give myself all the credit. I'm saying that landing that Steel ult was absolutely crucial because it staggered and stunned their 2 main damage dealers from actually doing anything to us while they were stunned. And the reason that I managed to hit that ult, despite being brand new first game Steel and pretty fucking brand new at the time of recording this to Paragon, I was able to hit that AoE and target exactly where I wanted to in like a split second. And the reason for that, honestly, feels that, it was easy for me to do. I aimed the camera where it logically made sense, where I figured this is the distance I would go. I didn't need to look at any circle on the ground. I just did it in my head, what felt right, and it worked. So that's great game design and a really good, thing for Paragon. Anyway, we're chasing this Howitzer who's really hurt through the jungle, and I want it. I fucking want it. Look at that robot booty. I want that robot booty, apparently. Anyway, we throw the shield to slow him, and he gets away. How did he get away? We look at that again. I throw the shield. He's going to get hit. The line's ahead of him, and the animation takes too long, and he gets away. So, my pain is eternal. Please go ahead, do it. I laugh if you want. I'm in horrible pain right now, but he gets away. He was so fucking hurt, but I don't know whether I would have been able to get him. Maybe if I had my ulti to jump forward, who knows. Anyway, sudden fucking twin blast right here. I throw out a panic shield, which does slow him, thankfully, and I'm trying to sort of walk past him and land the charge. And I do. Perfect. I think the reason that I actually landed that charge there was thanks to the fishman right next to me, who landed his basic stun. I won't go over how his stun works, but he threw a stun, it stunned him. It made the charge pretty easy, so good for him. Yeah, so random surprise situation, using the shield to prevent them from pushing, slow them, prevent the projectiles, and it's time for me to leave. But then I realized and call it out on comms, we're right next to Black Buff. We got the space, let's take it. So, a little explanation of what Black Buff does. It increases siege damage to the person who has it. So, anyone who has it now does significantly improved and increased damage to structures like towers and inhibitors, the structures of the map. And we obviously give it to our ADC carry, Murdoch, who's going to do lots of auto attack damage anyway. Black Buff allows him to kill that before we get in too much damage. And when I throw out the shield, now that shield was crucial. Look at that. All of the damage from the enemy Twin Blast was mitigated and stopped by a physical barrier that I placed at the right time in the exact right spot. Poor fucking guy. Yeah, look at him. Get out here. You fucking walk away. You fucking walk away, mate. Murdoch wants to fucking show him as well. And that guy throws a rock at him. That poor fucking Steel, man. We just bullied him into the nether. Alright. Yeah, dude, I put up a wall and it stopped the Twin Blast ulti from wreaking havoc. Anyway, motherfucking triple slam dunk. That's the 3rd slam dunk of the video. Knocking this guy straight into the full chunk of us. The 2 big tanks right in the way of us. And honestly, now that I think about it, I probably should have ultied a bit later. Still, a good wall placement. It did slow 2 of them. I'm blocking all these hits, as you can see, using the right click to physically stop the hits of the big giant monster punching us, which was really well timed, actually. I don't think I did that on purpose, to be honest, but there's a little idea, a little strategy for you. Anyway, looks like a bad situation. They're all here, we're pushing their base, we're all hurt, low on mana, it's time for us to leave. So I throw up a wall to sort of protect my teammates from projectiles, try and buy them some time. We back up, sort of look at the situation from a distance while we slowly walk backwards. Fun fact, I don't think you walk slower when you backpedal like I was doing there, which is very useful, and I think that's true in sprint mode as well. Anyway, more showcasing of the build. Honestly, I don't have much to say about it. I think I was just building as much resistance and health as I could physically get. This was like a basic deck that was given to me by the devs at the place at the time. Currently 2 kills, 0 deaths, and 7 assists. It doesn't look like an amazing score, to be perfectly honest with you, but remember, I am playing a tank with a tank build that is doing essentially no fucking damage, so yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Check out this, by the way. All melee characters have basic AoE on their attacks, so thought I might showcase that and show you that fact in the little clip there. But yeah, any melee character, you can AoE minions down with your auto attack. Obviously, if you weren't on a tank, then that AoE would do more damage. But fun fact, if you are hitting a tower and an enemy walks in range of your basic auto attacks, your AoE will clip them and the tower will begin to attack you. So, little warning for those of you who are going to be playing the game soon and might be interested in melee characters. Yeah, you got to make sure you're wary of your AoE. Anyway, enough about all that bullshit AoE. I'm going to punch this fishman in the face, wall him so he can't escape, turn, see 2 people right next to each other, land the 2-man ult, fucking slam dunk. We actually picked up a kill there. That's my 3rd kill of the match. There's a red buff there on the ground. I really should pick that up. Somehow missed it. It's alright. They got it. And we got another kill. So that's 2 kills. I managed to stun one guy and kill him, and another guy, which was a tank. Here comes a howitzer ult. Murdoch realizes where he is right away, and check that out. That howitzer managed to use his ult from the jungle, really far away, in a safe position, where we couldn't do anything to him. So, you know, the range of some ults is quite fucking massive. Now we're in another brawl already, and we're pushing a tower here. Looking kind of like a bad situation. I'm hurt, my team are hurt, they're pushing up. But what are we? Cowards? Or fucking stupid men? We're stupid men. I use my ult, motherfucking slam dunk onto, perfect timing, charge through, knock 2 onto the lower platform, out of position. It's just me and another tank, so killing these guys took fucking ages, but we're fucking manly as hell. I remember saying to him on comms, let's fucking go, let's fucking go. That was perfect. Sparrow does some good damage here to the enemy Twin Blast using her ult. This guy's kind of getting away from us. I don't remember if we managed to catch him. I think we're going for him. I see him in the jungle. We're right on his ass. It's a chase right now. And he gets away. Another ruin chase. And actually that time, the reason it didn't work, fun fact, is the shield takes a few moments, about 1 full second, to charge up and exist. So if you place the shield and it's not fully made, someone can run through it and not be slowed. In that situation, it was there and was being created before he ran through it, but it wasn't finished, so there was no finished shield to slow him, and he managed to get away. Something that took me a long time to learn on Steel when I was at these game sessions and whatnot, so timing is everything with that shield. If you want to use it for a slow, then honestly, you need to be aware of the fact that it takes 1 full second. Anyway, time for another motherfucking slam dunk. Only hitting a Twin Blast, kind of a pointless shield, let's be honest. But we get the kill anyway. It was just a bit of wasted mana putting down that shield for the slow. He was fucking dead. Now, was it worth it to put that ult on one guy? 100% yes. And I will argue that to the grave. Anyway, we're pushing an inhibitor here. This is where things get a bit messy for us. You know, we're pushing the base really hard. 2 of them are dead, so we have the space right now. But I'm tanking tower hits. I used the shield charge to get out of range of the tower, and we start backing up. It's kind of a weird situation. You know, we don't want to get caught off guard, and we decide to back up. This is it. This is what a lot of people have been looking for. This is the Prime. What this is basically Baron Nashor or Roshan on Dota 2 and League of Legends. You know, the big boss that you kill, and it gives you a buff. But this works really fucking cool, okay? Here it is. See that little pink ball, right? That's something running around Sparrow. Sparrow, because she has the ball, has to deliver it to the top left of the map, as you can see right there. Sort of like the delivery collect zone, right? Once we put the pink ball in the delivery point, in the delivery zone, we get a massive OP buff, right? That's the idea. I've never seen that in any MOBA, in any game, in fact. It's like a cool football sort of system. She presses recall to drop the ball for me. Because I'm the big tank, I should probably have it. I've no idea how this works. They never explained it to me. So I just run in there, go straight for the Sparrow, dodge an ult. I see 2, I land the ult on them, and they're like, drop it, put it in the delivery zone. I'm like, okay, here we go, delivery zone. That's the shadow plane, mate. You're doing nothing right now. Delivery zone's up there, mate. There it is. We deliver the ball, and OP buff is accomplished. We're all now doing increased damage and general stat bonuses, and I feel pretty good about it, but I'm kind of baffled right now. Missed my slow like a big dumb, Punch Sparrow, punch her again, lose her in the shuttle plane, punch her again. And then my team starts helping me. We did also kill the twin blast up on high as well, so no problem really. And yeah, we got the buff. So with the buff, we pretty much have the end of the game here. Now if you hear that like alarm sound and why we started recalling that, that's your core is under attack, you know, your base is under attack. If you see on the map, there's actually someone pushing it by themselves. We decide to stay and keep going because that one person has to face someone who's already in base who actually killed them, and we're safe now. So we stay and we keep pushing. Though I have no mana, I'm actually alright on health. For some reason at the time I decided to go back, much to my regret. I didn't really need the mana, I just needed to see the end. Moments later, this happens. The core was destroyed. We won the game. I hope that you enjoyed the gameplay. We ended up going 3, 0, and 12 assists, and generally did very well. I had a lot of fun recording this at the time, playing it. I'm going to love doing more videos when the NDA is lifted and I'm actually able to. But thank you for watching. More Paragon soon. Can't wait. I'm already looking forward to the next online test of Paragon, and I can't wait to show you stuff when the NDA is lifted. See you next time, guys.